everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Hardcore FBB Podcast. I'm here again with a great athlete, an IFBB Pro Figure, Michele from Austria, but based in Switzerland. Yeah. Hello, Michele. Thank you for joining me
Hello.
today.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you for the invitation and having me for the podcast. So I'm very excited. Looking forward
Fantastic.
what we are talking about.
Excellent, and thank you for joining me. I've exchanged a few message communications in the past, but we never had the chance to meet in person. Even though I saw you compete twice in person.
Really?
Yes,
Where?
yes, I saw you compete at the FIBO last year.
Yes, last
I
year.
was there. I was there. And then I saw you compete in Germany at the Europa Pro. I was
Yes, of
there as well,
course.
but
Yeah,
I didn't see you around, didn't have the chance to say
to
hi
talk.
and interview
Yeah,
you on site. So we're gonna make up for it now. Yeah.
perfect, perfect.
Excellent. So, Michele, um, would you like to give us your introduction? Tell us a little bit. I said what everybody knows from Instagram, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm based in Switzerland, original from Austria. So
Most.
I compete now since 2013
Ooh,
and
okay.
doing, I have my coach since 2011, I think, or 12 maybe. So we are together all the years, do the stuff and but bodybuilding is not my occupation or my
Your main,
I'm
occupation. Yes.
yeah, occupation. I work full time at the bank in Liechtenstein for wealth management.
Ah,
So
okay.
bodybuilding is really a big part of my life, but not the only part. So yeah,
All right. So you have a full-time job, and on top of that, you're a professional bodybuilder. You know that
yeah,
this is, admirable because we all know how much bodybuilding is as a lifestyle, how demanding it is, yeah,
yeah,
how much time it takes. So the fact that you have a full-time job and with a full-time job you still manage to train, prepare, have
hmm,
all your meal, your nutrition on point, and
yeah,
it's not easy at all. So that's why I have even more. I mean, I respect all athletes, but the ones that have a 9 to 5 job, a full time job, and on top of that, they manage to prepare, train, and
yeah.
compete. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to manage the whole life. So you go to work from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., driving home, preparing your meal, preparing for workout. Then you go to the gym. So the nights are quite short.
Of
So I get
course.
up
Of
at
course.
4:30 to do my cardio before the work, and after work I do my workout at the gym. So yeah, it's not that easy, but it works
No, no,
definitely.
yeah. Because we all know that the lifestyle of a bodybuilder is not just going to the gym, train, and then it's done. Actually, that's
Hmm.
only a small part. And you
Yeah,
know, you know much better than me what it's like, and how do you manage? I mean, you sort of, you kind of already explained, but how? You have a certain time, you have to get your meal ready. Is it something that you still manage to do during your you work for a bank, so it's a demanding job, and can
yeah.
be stressful as well. So do you how do you manage to get all your meals, everything on point? It requires a discipline that is
Yeah, quite
very
a lot of
strict. Yeah.
discipline. Yes, and there
Yes.
is not much free time at all. So everything is on point, just in time. So I know at 7 o'clock I have to go out to the work. At 9 o'clock I have my second meal. At 12 o'clock the next meal. So it's I manage all round about bodybuilding so that
Mm.
both can work together.
Yeah. I can imagine. So you prepare your meals once a week, and you have all your meals for the week, or you do it a little bit at a time, every
Um,
day.
yeah, no, every 3 days I'm preparing my meals for the next 3 days. So it's
Three
much
days. Okay.
more, yeah, it's much more
Feasible. Yes.
delicious for me to have the same
Yeah.
meals and it's practical. So
It's
yeah,
more practical. Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's great. So you said you started competing in 2013. You said
13, yes,
14.
of course.
14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is wow. Which is impressive. And but you got your pro card in 2024, right?
Let me think. Yes, of course. It
Yes. Yeah.
I think it takes that long time
Takes
because
time.
my coach and I decided to take a step by step to build more muscles, also enhanced. So we started it slowly, so it takes time, but it works. And I got my pro card, and I'm very proud of it that I
Yeah.
could earn
Wow.
it. Yes.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, becoming a professional athlete in the IFBB Federation, yeah, it's not for everyone. So it's for the
yeah,
elite. Yeah, only the
yeah.
top, the best manage to get that. So that's a massive achievement. Where did you get your pro card? Which competition?
It my Milano at the
Oh,
Euromasters.
my city. I'm from Milano. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah. I was born, bred in Milano. My parents are still in Milano, but I live in the UK. I live in London.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm Italian, born and raised in the city of Milano.
Uh,
So
Milano
yeah,
is a great town, and so
it is. It
it
is.
was really perfect to get my pro card in this special town, and I really appreciate it. Yes.
Fantastic. You know that I've never. I know they do the competitions in this venue at this hotel. I think it's near the airport, right? The Linate Airport. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, of course, yes. But it's
yeah,
well organized,
yeah.
so the venue is
Yes.
close to the hotel, and it's really close and familiar, and really good job they did. Yeah,
Yeah. No, it's. I've heard great things. The only thing is that I never had the chance to go and see a competition there. Every time there was a competition there, I was here in London. When I go to visit my parents in Italy, there was no show, so I never had the chance.
yeah.
But yeah. So, where did you do your pro debut? Which competition was it? A FIBO?
Um,
No,
no, I did
no.
my pro debut in Bulgaria. It was,
The Balkan,
yeah, genau, at the
the
Balkan.
Balkan Grand Prix. Yeah.
Yes, it was not that great debut for me because in this year, July, my mother died at the accident. So,
Ouch!
and
So
I was
sorry
in
to hear
prep.
that.
Oh, thank
Mm,
you.
y-
And it was during my preparation, so I was thinking to stop the preparation, but my coach said, no, do the first competition. It's good to stay focused. Yeah, and this was the best choice. So my pro debut
Okay.
was at Balkan. Yeah.
Okay. So you still went through well. I kind of I mean, I understand it's difficult to focus after such news that you got for your mother, but at the same time, I'm sure you worked very hard with your coach to get there, and yeah, of course,
Yeah,
you
it was a
wanted to
good
go through.
thing because you were focused on the competition and not thinking about what happened so that
Yes.
much. And that helped very much at this
Oh, it helped.
situation.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. So you
yeah,
kept your mind busy, not to think too much. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, yeah,
I understand. I understand.
yeah.
So, and this was the Balkans in 2024 or 2025? In
2024.
2024. Okay.
Yeah,
But then, of course, in last year, you did those two shows that I just mentioned earlier, and you did more than that?
yes. Masters Pro in Spain
Ah, the Masters.
in
Yes. Yeah.
Madrid. This was, I
In Madrid.
think,
Yeah.
in May.
Yes. Yeah. 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 I
Yes.
remember that show. Yeah.
Yeah, and in autumn also in Portugal, the Masters.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
it was at the
Yes.
end of November, so it was the first pro show Masters in Portugal, and was really, really great show. So this year, I will also go to these shows because they are
Ah,
very, very great stuff. Yeah,
okay. So have
and
you
the
got
only
already? Oh, please
sorry.
continue. No, 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 no.
And
Continue, continue.
and these are the only really masters show in Europe, so I
Yeah,
have to take them. Yeah,
true, 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 true. Fair enough, fair enough. And the master show, I love them. They're great. There are so many great masters athletes that
yes.
makes the young yeah very jealous because
Hmm.
yeah, I've been to the Masters Olympia, not the one last year, but the one 2 years before in Romania, and it was
Wow.
fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, I mean they're masters just on the paper, but those are all yeah, they are all athletes that have been competing for a long time. They have a muscle
of course.
maturity, they have experience, so the shows are always incredible. I
Yeah,
think I think they should do the Masters Olympia every year, not every
yeah,
two
me
years.
too.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
hopefully.
yeah, but also because I mean it's a masters division, so waiting 2 years every time to get on stage. I mean, time passed. Maybe some people that are masters want to compete now, and maybe they want to retire in 2 years' time, but we have to wait. So you qualify now for the masters in 2 years' time. Yeah, it's a little bit
Long time. Yeah,
long
it's
time, long
different.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, at the Masters Olympia in Japan that they did last year, yeah, there were quite a few athletes that were qualified, but they didn't compete. I don't know if it was because going all the way to Japan, it's not
Hmm.
around the corner. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. But I think Japan is a great place, especially Tokyo, to
yeah,
combine your holidays with the Masters Olympia. So
yes,
hopefully I will I will get my
yes.
ticket this year.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna do it in Japan again. Next one.
Oh, not
I don't
really?
know if you've heard what happened. There was an issue with the
Mm,
promoters over there. Well, they
yeah.
didn't pay,
Oh.
so yeah, so that's a big deal. So
Mm,
Jake Wood had to step in and pay the athletes himself. So the IFBB next time are gonna do, probably is gonna be in the US or here in Europe. I don't know, but I doubt it's gonna be again in Japan unless you have different promoters
yeah,
that take on this event.
yeah.
So Michelle, 2026. Yeah, you said you have already planned your shows? You mentioned the Masters in Portugal.
Yeah.
What else have you planned? Did you plan any other show?
Yeah, my first competition will be held on end of May in Spain, Madrid, the Masters.
Oh, that's the one first,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and then after that, maybe I will compete in Spain,
Empro?
Portugal. Um, I'm thinking about to join a competition in the US, maybe
Why? Yeah, why
Florida
not?
could be a good thing. It's
Yeah, Tampa
I
Pro
think
is a good show. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's in August, something like that. So I can
Yes, actually, I can tell
July
you.
or August.
Actually, I can tell you right now because I don't
Oh,
know if you had the chance. I've built a website that has got all the calendar for all the much easier to find the shows than on the IFBB website.
yeah.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes. I can send you the link. So basically, first of
perfect.
all, I cover only figure, physique, and women's bodybuilding, and then you can filter by figure. So if I click, actually, I'm going to share the screen and I'll show you. So I do this. Okay, and I share this. All right, can you see?
Yes, perfect.
Yes. So basically, this is a
Ah,
site. Yeah, there is in here competition, upcoming and past events. So this is upcoming. I can go to the past events. Actually, no. Why am I going to the past? We're looking at the upcoming events. So upcoming events. Yeah, here.
yeah.
So if I
Hmm.
click on figure, you will see all the figure events for 2026. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything because on the IFBB site, it's not all official. I mean, all
Yeah.
ready. But right now, the official one, we have the Triple O Dynasty for figure. We have this Tri City in Columbus, the FIBO, obviously. And then if you click, you can see the information about the event.
Oh,
There is the date, the promoter, the website. So if you want to see the promoter, the venue. I mean, I don't have
wow.
the address yet
Hmm.
because I mean I'm gonna add it later when it's all official. But the FIBO we know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be here.
Yeah.
So FIBO, yeah, FIBO is one, and there is Puerto Rico Pro, and then we have the Emerald Cup in Florida. This is a master show. Then we have this one, Battle of the Bodies, Masters Figure, the New York Pro, the Pittsburgh Pro. You see,
Oh,
these are
wow.
all the shows for figure around the world. So
Yeah,
that's the
perfect.
Empro. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
Empro.
yeah.
You see? So when you click, you can see for each division the lineups. At the moment, there aren't lineups because the registration is not closed yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, these are all the different shows around the world. But if you look at the past events, for example, yeah, and I look at figure show, for example, you wanna see the what is one show you did? You did the Balkan last year or in 24-24?
No, not really. No,
Okay,
not
you did
last
this
year.
one, right? You
Yeah.
did this one.
Yes. Hmm.
So often, so if I click figure here, yeah, it will take you to the figure, and here you
Wow.
see all the results with all the. Here you are, top 12.
Great.
That's
Ah.
you. So if you click, you can see also some information about the athlete and the
Wow.
links to the social. So I did all this. It took me a while to build all this and
Yeah,
create this
I think
database,
so.
but it's good. It's good because you know all the results and you can see who are all the athletes. This is after you can see
Hmm.
the final results. But when they announce the lineup, you can see all the athletes that compete, and you can check them out and see who they are.
Wow.
And then,
Great job, really.
yeah, and then also what I did is not for the Europa Pro, because unfortunately the Europa Pro was not possible to film inside, I'm afraid. But for
Yeah.
example, if I look at, I don't know, Chicago Pro, I open Chicago Pro. In theory, here we should have, no, not Chicago Pro. Let me go to the Olympia. If I open the Olympia, usually for each show, you can find all the information, the results, and then there is, like, for example, the lineup presentation of each athlete for each division. Women's physique, and then you can see also the highlights. I did a full video with the highlights, and you can see the show. Master. And the same for figure. So all the highlights of the show. So everything in one source. Sorry, I just needed to make a little ad for this because I don't think.
It's really amazing that you do this on your homepage, so on your website. So it's really, really a good overlook, and of course.
Yeah, because I noticed there are not information. There is only the IFBB Pro website, which is so confusing with so many divisions. It's hard to find. So I'm trying to keep this up to date as much as possible for each division and eventually you can go directly, send email to the promoter, go to their website and see the official information. But here I've got the map where the venue is, and some videos and results just to give some more information rather than Googling or finding information on Instagram. So this is okay. I'll stop sharing this, but this is basically the idea behind. But not only, I've got also a page with all the judging criteria for each division. So for figure, there is all the things that judges. I've made a video as well to explain and those are basically all the criteria from the IFBB official sources. But I made a summary in a place that is easy to find and a little video as well for each. So hopefully some people find it useful.
Of course, very helpful, and thank you for your work. So
I do it. Thank you. I do it because I'm not paid to do this, but I do it because I like. I want to give my contribution, so I like to make it things easy, and hopefully, if it can help one athlete, I'm happy. Hopefully more. hopefully it will help more than one athlete. But if people can use it for, I'm happy. So if you need to see upcoming shows, you can go on that site.
I will go on this page. Thank you.
There is a blog as well, with news and updates. It took me a few months to build it, especially the database with all the athletes. I've got all the pro athletes in the database. I had to, because I'm a software developer, so I created some scripts to import using AI, getting everyone, and then import automatically, and then I had to tweak manually here and there. But But anyway,
a little bit easier.
Yes, That's the plan. That's the idea. But going back to you, you said 2026 you're going to do all this show. You said the M-Pro, Mr. Big Evolution Pro. Portugal. I will see at the Emperor. I will see you at the Emperor then. I will be there as well.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I go. It's my third year in a row that I go. I love that show. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and so when you started with bodybuilding, you said it was 2014. Yeah.
Yeah.
What brought you in the first place to be passionate about bodybuilding? Is it something you've always been, or you found later in your life?
No, I found it later because first of all, I worked in an office and the part job I worked as a aerobic trainer, and it was quite much fun, but it was not enough. So I wanted to see how I can treat my body, how my body can work, and what I how I can build my body. So I
Hmm.
googled my coach Bernhard Schubert from Germany. I wrote him an email, and then we began to work step by step to change my eating habits,
Yeah.
change my workouts, and so yeah, we started the first competition, and it was absolutely amazing on stage. So yeah, I really competed every year
Wow.
from 2013 till last year. So it was, yeah, it's
Did
quite
you?
much fun.
Yeah. Did you start straight in the figure division, or maybe you?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not the kind or the body kind type for bikini. I'm too big for this. So
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you have lots of sides
yeah,
compared
and
to. Plus, you are quite tall as well, right? If I
yeah,
remember correctly.
172
Yeah,
meters.
you're quite tall. Yeah.
And I haven't done that much training, but I gained muscle as well. So we decided, no, bikini is not my
No,
part,
bikini
figure.
definitely no, because
Yeah,
otherwise wellness, but wellness requires, yeah, just the lower body basically.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I
figure
love to work out on my whole body. So I
exactly.
want to don't train my shoulders or my back or something like that. I like to work out the whole body to form it, to see the muscles.
Yeah.
And last year we were thinking about to switch to physique,
Mhm.
maybe because I gained really, really,
Well, actually, I was about to ask you this question because both the times, especially when I saw you at the Europa Pro, yeah, you had really good size. I mean, you
Mhm.
were more muscular than the other girls.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
that's
Yeah.
that was obvious seeing you, and you looked great. However, I think the judges penalize that a little bit. Unfortunately, I mean, I guess those are the judging criteria. But if you look at the Olympians,
Hmm.
like Ria Gale, Miss Olympia, and Sid Gillon before her, they are quite petite.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so it seems like that's the standard that they want to see for figure.
I
Yeah.
think so, yes. But for my mind, it's at the moment quite difficult to switch them. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe during the preparation,
Sure.
it's not that big part to switch to
No, no, no,
physique.
no.
I think
Exactly.
so. We have the mass, and so yeah, we will see
Exactly.
where we
Exactly.
start.
Yeah, you don't need to pack on. I mean, sometimes if athletes want to switch to a bigger division, yeah, they need to take like a longer off season to grow and put on
Yeah,
muscle, and it takes time, of course.
yeah, of
But
course.
in your case, you already got that mass. So if and when you decide to do the switch, I think it's going to be more
Smoother.
easier,
Yes, yes,
smoother,
of course.
smoother. That's the
Yeah,
right word. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
So that's good. I believe you're gonna do well in women's physique.
Physics. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Because with
it's
that,
the common way for me. Yes, I think so. But yeah, my heart is the figure, but my mind says go to physics and
fair
try
enough.
it. You can try it. You can't lose
Exactly,
anything. So yeah,
exactly. Worst case scenario, if you don't like it or if you don't fit I don't think, no, I think you will fit, but if it's not what you can still speak to your coach and find a way to still fit better in women's figure. Also, I mean, yeah, I love them all, this division, but what I like in figure is that it's got that elegance, you know.
Yeah.
It's very elegant. No, don't
Hmm.
get me wrong. I love women's physique. It's I don't ever prefer a preference between one and the. They are both great, but in figure, I like the from the walk, from the posing. Of course, the posing is different. You don't have to. I mean, it's just it's quarter turn, and
Yeah.
you show
But yeah.
your physique. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
While in physique, of course, there are more mandatory poses. They have the individual posing routine, and which is great for as well.
Yeah, but it's a kind of touch more like men. So you don't wear shoes. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's the
no
little
heels.
thing.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Women's physique is more towards the actual bodybuilding
yeah.
per se. Yeah, figure is a muscular, elegant. I don't want to say bikini because no, they are not bikini, but in terms of femininity and
Hmm.
movements and elegance is more close to bikini than women's bodybuilding. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
of course.
it's a good compromise. It's a good compromise. However, yeah, on my channels I cover only figure, WPD, and WBB. That's it.
The best.
Oh yes, no doubt, no doubt. I wanted to ask you on this topic. What do you think is going on? Have you been following recently what's happening now with the female bodybuilding in general, with the divisions, especially the biggest division like women's bodybuilding, but also women's physique that have been removed to some shows, and
They have
then
removed, really? I thought they would augment them and extend them. So the
yeah,
last few
unfortunately.
years.
Yes, but unfortunately, this year, they announced New York Pro don't have women's bodybuilding anymore.
No.
Same thing happened at the two. No, what's it called? Titans. I'm talking about in the United States. They canceled like 3 or 4 shows. They canceled Tampa Pro as well.
Okay.
However, the Tampa Pro, it seems like they have reinstated because
Yeah.
the women's bodybuilding community they protested, not protested, but they started like a GoFundMe page.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've seen
They've been
it. Yeah.
speaking a lot. So they decided to put it back. However, there's no women's bodybuilding in. I think there are only 4 or 5 shows in the United States where they can
Okay.
compete,
Yeah. I
which
think
is
it's
sad.
going not in the
Yeah,
right way
direction.
because there are coming fit model
That's
divisions.
that's where I
This is
wanted to go.
all
Yeah.
all softer, and I
Yes,
think
that's
okay, it's a kind of sport. Yes, of course, fit
oh,
model.
it's yeah, but
They
it's not
do their
bodybuilding.
workouts. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the fact. So
I have yeah, I have no problem with fit model if they introduce, even though I don't. It's not my cup of tea. I don't follow. I've tried
yeah,
in Germany to watch a little bit, but it felt all the same to me. With all due respect, but
yeah. No,
yeah,
no,
I
not
didn't. But I don't mind if they want to keep them, but don't remove other division.
yeah.
It's not nice. It's not great if they do that. Yeah.
Because I don't understand the reason why. Because if it's the reason that the ladies look too muscular, you can change
The criteria.
way you judge.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
the easiest way, but you can't remove all the categories.
No. I
So
mean, they say there are not enough athletes on stage, but I disagree. Even if there are 5 athletes on stage, yeah, do it. What's
yeah,
also they made a mistake last year because they overlapped some shows in America and in Europe, women's bodybuilding. They did it at least in 2 or 3 occasions where they had on the same weekend. We have a handful of shows that have women's bodybuilding. If
yeah,
you if you have 5 shows in the
you
US
can't.
and 5 in Europe, and 3 of them are on the same day, obviously, if there are not enough, but this thing
Actually, yeah,
kind of upset me the other day when I was watching a podcast where they were saying, "Oh, I'm not mentioning who they were, but in the IFBB, they were saying, but there are no athletes. You should show up." They were kind of blaming the athletes for not showing up. Mm,
mm,
yes and no, because if an athlete is competing in Europe, cannot compete on the same day in America. They
yeah,
complained for
that's
the
true.
Rising Phoenix. The Rising
Yeah,
Phoenix had 5 athletes. Yeah. But on the
mm,
same day, it's of the Rising Phoenix, there was the Europa Pro. So they had
yeah,
all the Brazilians competing in Germany. We had Anastasia Ryder from America. She came all the way to compete here. And I spoke to her, and she said that, yeah, because initially they removed the big prize, and then they announced a few days to incentivize people to compete. They announced that the top 3 will go to the Olympia. She said, if I knew it before, I could have
yeah,
tried that instead of flying all the way here. But,
yeah,
you cannot be
yeah.
on the same.
At the same place, yeah. And I think the fact that not so much people are in physique and bodybuilding anymore is the fact that they are reducing the shows. So everyone
Also.
is thinking about, no, I'm not preparing for 2 shows in the year. One
Yeah,
show
yeah,
in May and one show in winter. So
yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't work. So
It
yeah,
doesn't work.
that's
It
another
doesn't
fact.
work. It is. It
Yeah.
is. Also, the discouraging. This is. From the information I gathered, talking to athletes in the podcast or in general, one of the issue is also this rule where everybody can compete, which is fine, even if an athlete is already qualified for the Olympia. But if that athlete keep competing in Olympia qualifier show, winning, there are no qualification for others.
Yeah.
So, yeah. For
Yeah.
example, in Germany,
Hmm.
that's a perfect example. Yeah, there was in women's bodybuilding a Brazilian lady who is like a top 6, top 7 Olympia athlete, one of the best in the world. Yeah, Alcione. Yeah, she qualified for the Olympia 3 times last year because she won 3 shows. But those 3 shows, she didn't need them, or maybe 4, maybe she did 4. But those she was already qualified once. She wanted to compete, which is fine, but the runner-up,
Yeah.
which would qualify if that person didn't, they will lose it. And like
Hmm.
this, we have one qualification and maybe 4 shows with the same person or one qualification. So it's discouraging for someone that wants to compete. Say, oh
Yeah.
no, Andrea Shaw is competing, maybe Ria Gale is competing to 5 shows, but she's already qualified. Yeah, but she wants to
Yeah.
compete, which is fair enough. But nobody's gonna qualify when she's competing. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. That's another point. Yeah. Yeah. It's quite difficult. I think the federation have to make money much more, so you will get more money with the small divisions like fit model and something like that than women's bodybuilding and physique. So
oh yeah,
uh,
But another thing I don't understand, like fit model. I mean, they introduced it last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How I couldn't understand how was it possible that at the pro shows, like at the Europa Pro, there were like 30, 40 pro athletes already on stage competing for the Olympia. How is it possible?
Yeah.
When did they qualify? When did they get the pro card the year before? There were not that many show pro.
Not really. And that's the problem too. So you can't come with a new division and the same time you will give them a pro card and then in the same way the access to the Olympia. That's wow, quite difficult. And I think it might have to take time for, I think, really 3 or 4 years.
I really didn't understand. Maybe, I don't know, they had 1 million shows last year, so they all had a chance to win and qualify and become pro. But when I saw that many pros, I said, how is it possible? A
Uh,
division that has just started has got 30 people on stage competing. I said,
yeah,
when did I get this pro card? But yeah,
yeah.
it is.
So it doesn't wondering. Does some people are thinking that the pro card is not that special anymore? So if
Yeah, if they
some
start giving it
people,
to everyone, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, true, and it's strange because now we have in the NPC amateur circuit, we have a small women's physique and women's bodybuilding lineups. They don't reach even 5 athletes, and they
mhm,
don't reward the pro card.
yeah,
So imagine, yeah, you prepare for a women's bodybuilding show, you train like crazy, and there
yeah,
was an example of this British lady that she living in Dubai. She traveled all the way to Spain for the big man show in Alicante to get her pro card. She looked incredible, but she was alone on stage, and
ah,
they need the 5. So all this to be alone on stage. I mean, if I am an athlete, I may think, what's the point of doing this
yeah.
if I cannot get a pro card? I spend so much money to come here, to prepare, to compete, to be alone on stage, and then I come back home and empty handed.
Yeah, that's
So
yeah,
that's a,
obvious. Yeah,
yeah, that's what worries me for this division, that there's not going to be any more pro athlete. I haven't seen a pro athlete in those division. I mean, a pro card being awarded in those division in a while.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
quite difficult. So I hope that something will change, but I don't think
yeah.
that will happen. That time
I,
is fast. So
I,
yeah,
I mean, Michelle, I believe that if they really care about this division, they will find a way to change
yeah,
and make things
definitely.
work.
Yeah,
Come on, yeah, they must do
yeah,
it because also it's sad because it's the sport is called bodybuilding and removing the main theme. I mean, not the main, but the biggest. It's like you
yeah,
have a men's open, you should have a women's
yeah.
bodybuilding open as well.
Of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's the
so
same like as the same way. So I don't, yeah, I don't know, but
absolutely, absolutely. But we will see. We will see. Hopefully, I don't know if you've heard, but yeah, they are actually. I interviewed 2 days ago a lady in United States that she was talking in the podcast about her project to promote the women's bodybuilding divisions. She's making a documentary. So she's
okay.
raising money for a big documentary to create some hype, to elevate the women in those divisions rather than pretending like, all right, they are just a few, we can get rid of them. No, the
Hmm.
opposite. They want to shout, oh, we are here, we are part of this, we want to
Yeah,
compete. So that's a
Oh,
really really
great.
good initiative. So
Yeah,
we will see.
cool.
We will see. But
Hopefully it will work. So,
yes, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But going back to you, so um, what was the moment when you decided I want? I mean, you started in 2014. You got you loved training. You started doing competing. But what was the motivation to step on stage? Because one thing is training and getting fit and looking good. Another thing, I mean, stepping on stage is like, all right, I'm a
okay, yes.
bodybuilder. I want to show it. Yeah, I train
Yeah,
all the time, all, but I never competed. I'm not. I mean, I don't train for because I'm scared of the stage. I can't do it. I prefer
yeah.
to be behind the camera and talk to athletes and to follow as a fan. And but what was your reason, your motivation?
Um, I don't think I had a special reason. I only wanted to step on stage to see how I look like at all the beautiful ladies in the lineup, and that I have, yeah, that I can say, okay, I have to gain here a little more. I have to lose more here a little less. So if you are working out at your gym or um, all the people say, "Oh, you look amazing. You're just perfect." But that's not the really competition for me. So I want to compete with the best and
Yes.
to see how where I stay in the line, so I can work on me much more harder to get much more better. So this is the reason I do it for me. I want to be the best version of me. So I have to work, yeah, and
Yep.
then it's the day X where you step on stage, so you can see, okay, it's not enough, or you are enough, and so yeah, it's
Okay. So
the
that
reason.
brings me to my next question. So for 2026, what version of Michelle we're gonna see on stage compared to what we've seen in 2025? What are you bringing extra?
That's a good question. Because I have to say the last 2.5 years since I got my pro card, I had no off season. So I always
Oh,
competed the whole year. I was on diet from January till end of November, and I only
wow.
had round about 6 weeks or 8 weeks to recovery softly, and then
Mm-hmm.
I prepared for the next show. So this year, this was last year, since December till today, I think till end of February, I have my off season, so my
Okay.
whole body can recover. I I really appreciate the time. So
Mm-hmm.
I think my body needs that break. So I think we will bring a much more, yeah, a really better look. In which way, I don't know, but I think we can transform the look.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit tighter.
Tighter.
So
Okay.
we will,
Because
yeah.
I remember seeing your. I mean, I saw you competing, but also seeing the videos afterwards. I think you bring really good conditioning.
Yeah,
So of course you have size. The size you've got that. So you have great balance between upper body and lower body. So yeah, to be honest, I'm not even sure what I would improve. But
no, we take the time not really to I haven't got to gain more muscles. I don't need more
of
muscles.
course, yeah, no, you don't need
So
more muscles.
we
Yeah.
we really can take a look or take our focus on recovering to slow down the whole system that my body can
Yes.
keep calm down. So I think if I start in March with my preparation, so my body will work again much more better, will transform better. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see
Yeah.
what my body will do. Yeah, I
That's
will do my
awesome.
best.
Yeah, you see, you sound very motivated, focused. You
Yeah,
know what you
I'm
want
always,
from
I'm
yourself. Yeah,
yeah, I'm always really, really focused and um, because I do it for my own. So
that's
I
the
do
best
it for
way. Yeah,
no one other. So that's the best motivation, I think. So it
exactly.
generally, I'm really focused and motivated. So I have done the mentoring with Bruno in
Oh, yeah.
Portugal.
I wanted to ask you about that. How was that
Yeah,
experience? Yeah.
yeah, it was really, really amazing because I did some sessions with Bruno um, for on myself. So at the FIBO or something like that.
Ah,
Every
okay.
time when Bruno is here in Europe, close to me in Switzerland or Germany, for
Yeah, he
especially.
travel all the time.
Um,
I see him at
yeah,
every show. Yeah, he's him and his girlfriend. Yeah, I see them
yeah,
always. Yeah.
yeah.
But he
So
lives he lives in Portugal, right? He's Brazilian,
yes,
but lives in
in
Portugal. Yeah.
Lisbon. Yeah, in Lisbon.
Lisbon.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice,
exactly.
nice, nice,
So I
nice.
always am booking a session with him, and so I know how it feels on my body, and I want to give it to all the other athletes
Ah,
here close
nice.
to my
So,
hometown.
all right. So this is gonna be like, I mean, you've got already a pretty busy schedule, but now on top of that, you're
Yeah,
becoming also what's the practice called this technique that Bruno? It's got a name. I saw.
um, it's a kind of
Is
facial treatment.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we are taking some um, yeah, how I can work have it here. Some sticks or
Oh,
something like that to work on the body or on the muscles. Yeah,
okay, okay, okay. So it's a good treatment for post or pre-show,
both,
or both, both.
both, and it's not only for athletes. It's for
Everyone.
everyone. So everyone who has some problems, some issues with the muscles or something like that, this can also help. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. Oh my God, the time is flying. Do you have time for a couple of extra questions? I don't want to
Yes,
steal
of
too
course.
much of your time. Yes? Okay, okay. So, um, well, you kind of already answered this, but I wanted to ask you, yeah, what do you love most about the bodybuilder lifestyle? And is there anything that you don't like or you would change about the sport? It could be anything. But first, what you love most, and then if there is anything. I mean, what we would like to change, we kind of discussed earlier. Yeah.
Hmm.
But if there is anything, yeah, that's come up in your mind, yeah, what do you love most first?
I love the workouts every day. So in the end of the day, you can change your clothes, go to the gym, put your ear on, and just do your workout. So you can
So,
calm down with your mind. So that's the best part. Yes.
So that's like a moment you look forward every day when you finish work to go to the gym, and that's
Yeah.
very important because 99.9% of people, yeah, they said I'm gonna go to the gym, and then the last thing after work they're like, can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow. You have the actual exact opposite. Well, that's what
Yeah. Well,
distinguish a professional athlete to a normal person.
but
Yeah.
it's not the thing that I'm not tired after my work. So I'm coming home. Sometimes I'm taking a nap from about a half an hour to
Ah,
prepare for
okay.
my workout to get fit again. So I think that's
Well,
the kind of
yes. And once again, 99.9% of people, when they come back home and they take a nap, they end up sleeping or losing the motivation to go to the gym.
yeah.
I know because it happened to me as well. If I take a nap after work and then I find it difficult I need to go straight after work. If I come home,
Yeah.
yeah, but you've got that,
Extra
that
motivation, yes.
extra motivation. That's great. And one thing you would like to change, if there is anything, you don't need to.
At the moment, not really. So I
Okay,
love
okay.
what I do. So yeah, it's no problem for me. So yeah, I love it.
But if you had a time machine and you could go back in time when you started or in between when you started and now, yeah, would you go back and do something differently? I don't know, something
No,
to think, oh, maybe I should have done like this, or I should have done that, or I should have competed in that show. I don't know. Anything that you would have
no,
done if
not
no.
really. The only point is I would love to start it with bodybuilding much more earlier.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's
So
that's the only point.
the time machine would go even earlier.
Yeah.
Actually, this is something that a few great masters athletes they love bodybuilding so much that the
Yeah.
biggest regret is not starting earlier. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's that's right.
That makes perfect sense. And still, with this time machine, if you could go back in time in any era of bodybuilding, yeah, which era? I don't know if you've been following bodybuilding since I've been following since the 90s, but if there is a particular time or a particular period of time where you want to, for example, the other
I
day I
think
was interviewing, yeah.
around about the 80s or 90s. So it's
Oh,
the high
okay.
season, really for me, it's the high season of bodybuilding where it's
Yeah.
growing up, it's coming. So there were great athletes, men or women as well.
Yes.
So I think that was the really great
The
time.
golden era. The golden
Yeah,
era.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But there was no figure at that time, wasn't it? I think they had but only
Yeah,
bodybuilding,
that's true.
lightweights, and
Hmm.
heavyweights. Yeah. Yeah.
But the the women at this time, when you take them to now, I think they will figure figure or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's
Apart,
close to.
yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, even Linda Murray in the 90s,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now the criteria, yeah, they are much stronger, harder. I think it's mainly the conditioning has got harder because looking back at some videos from even in 2010, when 2015, when people like Alina Popa were competing,
Hmm.
or Yaxeni, or yeah, they looked incredible, but
Yeah,
maybe they were not as hard in terms of conditioning as now. So,
yeah,
which makes it
that's right.
more difficult and more stressful for the body as well. I mean, to do a prep
Hmm.
like this, of course, yeah,
Hardcore, yes.
it's hard. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if they want to keep all the divisions, maybe they need to change the criteria, make it less less, especially from women's bodybuilding. I mean, they got the size. Do they really need that hardcore conditioning to look like that, because
Yeah.
the longevity of the sport otherwise wouldn't survive. It's impossible to compete at that level that long. It's not that impossible, but it's very, very difficult.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Andrea Shaw, she's got 6 titles. Good, but I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. But you also have a life after that. So yeah, you have to think about it.
True. It's great to love bodybuilding, the sport, but I think it's not. Someone needs to think that there's also other on top of that, even though that's the main passion, which is great. But of course, you want to keep like a sort of a balance with the rest of the life. Yeah. Cool. Last thing I wanted to ask you. Last question, and then I'll let you go because we passed the hour, and I don't want to take too much of your time. But was there when you started competing and you got into the competitions lifestyle, is there a particular athlete that was an inspiration for you, someone that you said, oh wow, I want to be like that, I want to do this?
Yes, of course. At the beginning, Dana Lynn Bailey was so the women I looked through, and I wanted to look like her. So it was this year when I started to compete. She also was on stage at Las Vegas. Yes, I think. Yeah, and she was always so my hero.
Yeah. She's the hero for many athletes.
Yeah, I think so. But
Yes,
I have to
absolutely.
say, nowadays I have no special one I wanted to look like. Do you know
should be
Denise?
Yes, Denise, the German, the blonde girl.
Yeah, she is
I can't
really
pronounce her
amazing.
surname, but yes, she won 4 pro shows last year.
Yeah,
4.
absolutely crazy.
But going back to what we were saying, she did 4 shows. She won those, but the qualification was one for her. I'm not saying she shouldn't. She did the right thing to compete, but I think they should have also given the Olympia qualifier to the runner-up, to the second.
Yeah.
Because otherwise she competes all year round. She wins everything, and she's gonna be alone on stage at the Olympia. I mean, back in the past there was the point system, so which made sense. So either take back that system or change this rule. Otherwise, so many.
I think they will go back to the point system because in the bikini class, I think there is the point system again. And
really?
At the classic physique, you have to win 2 pro shows and something like that. Yeah, there are some criteria because at Olympia there were that much athletes on stage at classic physique, for example.
True. But also, you know how many fit model shows there are this year? Pro?
No?
34 or 37?
Oh my, okay. It's going the same way.
Women's bodybuilding, sorry, only in the US, in the United States. While women's bodybuilding, 4. I mean, now 5 with the Tampa Pro that is going, but can you see the disproportion between? It is what it is.
Not.
I know. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. Right, Michele, is there anything else you want to add? You want to say? You want to thank anyone on your side?
No,
Anything that you can think?
I want to thank you and thank you for the invitation. It was my first
It's my.
podcast, so it
Oh,
was
cool.
really, really a pleasure
Oh,
to have the
great, great. It
experience.
was.
Really great. Yeah. Thank you so much
Oh,
for the
fantastic.
opportunity.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for accepting my invite. It was really great to talk to you. I've never had the chance to meet you in person. Hopefully, one of these shows this year we can do an interview in person.
Yeah,
Maybe
I appreciate it.
maybe to even celebrate an Olympia qualifier.
Maybe we will see.
That would be great. We will see. But
Yeah.
I believe you can do it. I believe you can do it.
I think so too. One day I will have
Exactly.
it.
Of course. It's just a
Yeah,
matter
of
of
course.
time. Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right.
All right. So, that's it. I'm going to edit this between tomorrow and Sunday and post it by Sunday, and I will tag you in a post and a story on
Perfect.
Instagram with a link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so
All right.
much. Yeah.
Perfect.
Claudio.
Okay, Michele. Thank you so
for your
much
time.
again. Thank you for your time, and keep up the great work. You got this.
I will work. Yeah. Have a great
Fantastic.
evening on the weekend.
You too. Have a
Bye-bye.
great weekend and evening. Bye. Bye.
Bye.